After Hurricane Ian's staggering trail of destruction.
Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT Lacrosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Right now at 10, an Amber Alert has been issued for 15-year-old Chrissy King of Chippewa County. Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Haugen. We begin with breaking news. An Amber Alert has been issued for a missing and endangered 15-year-old girl. Chrissy King, who you can see here, was last seen in her home in Holcomb around 11:30 last night. She was discovered to be missing this morning. Authorities believe she is traveling with 22-year-old Trevor Blackburn in the Chippewa County area. You can also see Blackburn here. His vehicle is unknown at this time. Authorities believe Chrissy is in serious danger. If you have any information about either Chrissy or Blackburn's location, Chippewa County Sheriff's Office asks you share it with them. Their phone number is on your screen. It's 715-726-7700, and then you select option 1.
Gorgeous day for Oktoberfest. We had temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Take a look at the numbers for today. Made it to 73 in Lacrosse, 73 in Sparta, 72 in Volkfield. Eau Claire, you only made it to 61 degrees. That was actually because you guys had a little bit of rain earlier in the day and that cloud cover. That's what kept you guys relatively cool. 66 was the high in Red Wing as well as Winona. Outside right now, we're in the 50s and 60s across the majority of the area. Boscobel, you're at 48. 47 or 49 in Volkfield, 58 in Marshfield, as well as the Wisconsin Rapids area. Double Nichols, 55 in Black River Falls, as well as Winona. Seeing a little bit of precip on the radar scan. We'll go ahead and zoom the map in a little bit. You can see over towards the York area, just to the south of the Spring Valley area, seeing some heavy rain. Not seeing any lightning being picked up. We're seeing some rain over towards the Decorah and the Waukon area, but again, that's really about it as of right now. So coming up in the first alert forecast, Emily, we're going to talk about the week ahead, and I'm going to tell you this right now. There's one day where we may not even see highs in the 50s. How about upper 40s?
Wow.
Yeah,
all
October
right.
is here, and we'll talk about that too.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
The Oktoberfest Parade had a special guest this morning. Governor Tony Evers stopped by Lacrosse to get a glimpse at the Oktoberfest fun. We spoke to him just before parade step-off. And what better time to talk policies than at the Coulee region's biggest celebration of the year? The governor, who is running for re-election in November, says he plans to propose legalizing recreational marijuana if elected.
People in Wisconsin, time after time, have indicated via poll that and referendum that they've had locally that they want recreational marijuana.
Evers says marijuana would be regulated similar to alcohol if it is legalized. And the governor wasn't the only politician who made a visit. Evers' opponent, Republican Tim Michels, was also on the parade route. He says that crowds have been high energy, but he thinks the excitement is about more than just the cool floats and marching bands. The gubernatorial candidate says the excitement shows that voters are ready for a change.
The number one reaction that I get when I'm out on the parade route was, Tim, thank you for running. I am so ready for a change. I don't like the direction of government. I don't like our current governor. He's a weak leader. I'm ready for strong leadership. I'm ready for a governor who's proven to be successful.
And as of today, Evers and Michels will only debate once before the November election. That debate is set for Friday, October 14th. And the Maple Leaf Parade wouldn't be the same without the annual YMCA Walk Run. It's the 23rd year of the event, and community members are running forward and giving back to health and wellness. Race winners get new prizes this year, including ceramic cups from Compass Ceramics, and of course that event is part of the Oktoberfest fun. But it's also an important fundraiser for the Lacrosse Y.
We're just thankful to all of our sponsors who helped us to put this event on and make it another great year.
The event, which included a half marathon, a 5-mile and a 5K walk run, began bright and early at 7:15 this morning. Proceeds from the event will go to year-round programs at the Lacrosse YMCA. It's a celebration for everyone. It's the 40th annual Turned Leaf Family Festival at Myrick Park. The fun included some Oktoberfest classics, brats and hot dogs, plus live music, magic shows, and crafts for kids. The royal family made a visit too. The event looks a lot like Oktoberfest, but it gives folks the chance to be festive in a different way.
It is an event for those who would just rather have a substance-free celebration of Oktoberfest. In 1982, it was started geared more towards those in recovery, and it has really expanded since then.
About 300 to 400 people celebrate at Turn to Leaf each year. Anyone who attends is encouraged to donate. Proceeds from the event go to Cooley Recovery Center. And coming up on News 8 Now this weekend, it wouldn't be Oktoberfest without them. We'll introduce you to the community members who make up this year's royal family. That's coming up later tonight. But first, the mother of the man accused of driving into a Christmas parade is sharing her voice. She says her son should not be representing himself. We'll be right back.
Lane's Farm and Fleet's fall jean sale is going on now. We offer genuine value on quality jeans and work pants every day. But right now, get even greater denim deals on the brands you love. Like men's Rustler jeans, just $14.99. Rewards members save an extra $1. Kids silver boot cut denim, only $19.99. Plus, all tires are on sale. Get a $100 rebate when you buy 4 Cooper tires. Rewards members get an extra $50 instant savings.
Find value at Lane's Farm and Fleet. At a company, the culture comes from the top. Tim Michaels' company has been sued numerous times over sexual assault and harassment in the workplace. Women who worked for Michaels' company said they were groped, assaulted, and pressured to have sex with their bosses. Higher-ups at Michaels dismissed the women as liars and even fired those who spoke out. Is that what we need for Wisconsin? Tim Michaels, too radical, too divisive.
It's dangerous up here, and it's no fun shopping around for a reputable contractor. I've built my company on the promise to treat our customers like we would our own family. That means an honest, no-pressure sales experience, expert craftsmanship, and a lifetime guarantee of our work. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems in the Rochester and Lacrosse area, and we'd love to show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
The mother of the Wisconsin man accused of killing 6 people and injuring dozens more after driving his SUV into a Christmas parade in 2021 is speaking out. Dawn Woods says Daryl Brooks should be in a mental institution and not allowed to represent himself in court. Bruce Harrison talks to her about it.
In 8 handwritten pages, Dawn Woods made her plea as a mother to the court.
Why did you decide to write that letter?
I wanted to help Daryl. I knew that he was not mentally capable of presenting himself as his own attorney.
Woods agreed to speak with us provided we not show her face. She says she's received threats since her son was accused in the Waukesha Christmas parade attack.
What has led to Daryl's behavior?
His mental illness, not being medicated.
Woods says her son should be in a mental hospital, but Brooks withdrew his insanity plea earlier this month. And just this week, a judge decided Brooks is articulate and intelligent enough to represent himself.
And he always says, you know, Mama, I'm fighting for my life. And I said, I know that, baby. But we have to look at reality for what it is.
What is it?
You know, I said, you did do what they said you did, even though it wasn't intentional, but you did, you know, and you're going to have to go to prison.
Daryl's not an attorney. How do you think he's going to handle the proceedings?
I'm going to, and I hate to say this, you're going to see manic, full-blown. That's what you're going to see.
Are you going to try and talk to him before the trial?
If he calls me, I will. I tried talking to him on Tuesday again.
Woods says she won't be attending her son's trial. She already knows the verdict and what her son did.
Chance to say anything to the families impacted by this?
I have written a letter to the families, well, and again, I give my condolences. My heart goes out to each of them. I ask God to give them strength. I ask God to give them peace. and comfort them.
According to court records, the trial will start Monday. Brooks will be responsible for jury selection, opening and closing statements, and examining witnesses. Now coming up on News 8 Now this weekend, Hurricane Ian is being blamed for at least 22 deaths in Florida as the now downgraded storm continues its path north. A look into the devastation and how Floridians are coping. That's up next.
And in the world of weather, we are now in October, and we'll go over the stats coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
At a company, the culture comes from the top. Tim Michaels' company has been sued numerous times over sexual assault and harassment in the workplace. Women who worked for Michaels' company said they were groped, assaulted, and pressured to have sex with their bosses. Higher-ups at Michaels dismissed the women as liars and even fired those who spoke out. Is that what we need for Wisconsin? Tim Michaels, too radical, too divisive.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each Butterburger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Oh, great. My wireless bill just went up.
Should have gone with US Cellular. They aren't raising prices on any of their plans.
Seriously?
Yeah, my price won't increase.
Well, that is refreshing. I feel like everywhere you turn these days, prices are going up.
Supply chain got us too. Don't get me started on the overhead cost.
At US Cellular, every plan for everyone is price protected.
You know, I respect a female entrepreneur.
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
We asked our customers what they love about Blaine's Farm and Fleet's auto service.
I'm getting all of my maintenance done here. I just had tires and brake job done last year. I'm getting an oil change today. I trust them with my car.
I had a battery put in here. They did a great job.
With Fleet in our name, you know we're auto experts. Schedule an appointment in-store or online and experience what others have since 1955. Tires and batteries, trust and care.
They're destroying America and our livelihoods. Now, DC elites are spending big on Brad Paff. The same Beltway bigwigs who wasted taxpayer money that bailed out elite golf courses and luxury hotels are now bankrolling Brad Paff's campaign because Brad Paff supported their big spending, price-hiking, reckless schemes. And that's why we can't send him to Washington. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The Board Store inaugural Fall Home Show is underway. A $250 discount coupon is yours just for stopping by to see all the new displays and updates we have made. We'd love to meet you.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
Hurricane Ian is being blamed for at least 22 deaths in Florida. The storm is no longer a hurricane and is moving north along the east coast, but the devastation left behind will be seen for weeks, maybe months. CBS's Jason Allen is in Northport, Florida with the latest.
Residents across Central Florida are doing what they can to help each other in the devastating wake of Hurricane Ian. Kaylin Early is trying to get through the floodwaters to get her grandparents a generator.
I think we're just about at 8 feet right now.
So your only choice here obviously was
Kayak.
And so this is the only way out for you guys right now.
Pretty much.
Jimmy Finks is ferrying his neighbors to safety until more help arrives.
And they're supposedly airboating people out, but I don't know, the water's getting pretty high, so I want to get out while we can.
Governor Ron DeSantis says crews have knocked on more than 3,000 doors as they look for survivors, including on hard-hit Sanibel Island, which had its lone bridge to the mainland washed away.
I think the issue is going to be who is going to want to stay there long term, knowing that the power situation is not great.
Hurricane Ian is estimated to be one of the costliest storms in U.S. history. President Biden said 44,000 workers from more than 33 states are working around the clock to try to restore power.
It's going to take months, years to rebuild. And our hearts go out to all those folks whose lives have been absolutely devastated by this storm.
Many residents are simply overwhelmed at the cleanup that's ahead of them.
I just told myself I feel like I would have sit in the corner and cry.
I don't know what else to do. I just don't know.
On Friday, Ian made landfall for the second time in the U.S., this time in South Carolina, but as a weaker Category 1 storm.
Oh man, it's washing it away.
It's still packed enough punch to wreck this pier. Jason Allen, CBS News, Northport, Florida.
And no longer a hurricane, Ian's remnants are bringing heavy rains and possible floods to Virginia as it moves north. Well, here in Lacrosse, we had some beautiful weather for the Oktoberfest Maple Leaf Parade this morning that Eric and I were in. It was amazing.
I mean,
Very
we had
ideal.
Like maybe 5 drops, but that was it. It was gorgeous outside. I hope you took advantage of that. Take a look outside right now. We're seeing temperatures right now in the 60s, 60 degrees right now at the airport, 61 at the station. Our feels like temperature is the same as our ambient temperature. Dew points at 54. Winds are out of the northwest at 6 miles per hour. So we made it to 73 after a morning start of 48. 69 and 48 is where we should be for this time of year. So we were on the money on the low end. We're going to talk about this 69 degrees in just a couple seconds. So let's take a look at the day planner for tomorrow. By 8 a.m. we'll see temperatures right around 53 degrees. Going into the afternoon hours, we'll see temperatures going back into the upper 60s to low 70s. All right, welcome to October. Here's a look at the stats for the new month. Today, our average high is 69, average low is 48. By the end of the month, we go to 54 and 36. And in terms of precipitation, we averaged 2.49 inches, so just under 2.5. You have to go back to 1881 to see the max of 12 inches. Then 1952 was the min at 0.02 of an inch. Now, don't throw tomatoes at me. This is the first month of where we start to average snow. We averaged 0.3 of an inch of snow in Lacrosse. The record max was 7 inches set back in 1881. We've had several years where we haven't seen a drop, but again, we average 0.3 of an inch. In terms of sunrise and sunset, we lose 1 hour and 26 minutes of daylight. Our sunrise goes from 7:02 to 7:39. The sunset goes from 6:47 to 5:58. So we're seeing a little bit of rain on the radar scan across portions of Winneshiek and Alameda County, seeing some rain. Waukon had a nice little shower push through earlier. Over towards Eau Claire, seeing some heavy rain as well, and this is a sign of things to come. You can see that little stray shower that's going to push its way through. Some places may see a round of rain again for tomorrow. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 40s and 50s will greet you. Mid-40s from Black River Falls to Sparta, 52 in Lacrosse, 48 in Decorah, 48 in Prairie du Chien. We'll see a little bit of cloud cover for your Sunday morning going into the afternoon hours. But again, nothing major going on, maybe a few stray showers, but that's really about it. Highs for Sunday again going into the 60s and 70s. That takes us into the 8-day because I want to draw your attention to next week. So there's Wednesday, we go to 73 degrees. Thursday, we have a nice front push its way through. We'll drop those temperatures substantially. We go to 54 Thursday, 49 will be the high on Friday, then back into the 50s for Saturday, going into Sunday. So if you're not a big fan of the cooler weather, we have those temperatures in the 70s for the next few days. And I will say this right now, I have yet to turn on the heat at my place. So
I haven't either. I'm staying strong.
I'm hoping I don't have to do it this day.
I know. Fingers crossed. Use lots of blankets.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Coming up after the break, the Brewers continue their hunt for the wild card, and UWL was looking for a big win this afternoon in their game against Whitewater. Kate is in next with the highlights.
News 8 Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or treatment for a complex condition, Mayo Clinic Health System has convenient and safe options for the care you and your family need.
The Eagles strike first. The Warhawks trying to answer Evan Lewandowski. He's connecting with Tommy Coates for their first score of the game, all tied at 7. After a UWL field goal, Whitewater going to the air again, and it's Coates again from Lewandowski. The Eagles wanting a penalty, but not going to get it. Warhawks take the lead. First half coming to an end. Whitewater looking for a field goal, but the kick is blocked and it's scooped up by the Eagles. They're going to toss it back to Cade Osborne. He's going to take this one all the way in for the score. So that means the Eagles go into half with a 17-14 lead. All right, we go to the second half. Whitewater driving down the field, and this Lewandowski to Coates connection is getting ridiculous. Their third touchdown of the game gives them the lead again. Eagles looking for an answer. Kaiser Hildebrand dumps it off to Brant Bowman on the screenplay, and Bowman, he gets the first down and more. up the sideline into the end zone for another Eagle touchdown, now 24-21 UWL. First play of the next drive, Whitewater taking a shot. Lewandowski going deep to Stephen Hine, who makes the catch but falls down. And then a few plays later, Hine gets the touchdown grab anyway, and that gives Whitewater another lead. After UWL touchdown and a Whitewater field goal, this one would be tied at 31, and Whitewater with a chance to take the lead. And that's right down the middle. It was a crazy game, back and forth all afternoon long, but Whitewater now makes it 19 straight wins over UWL, and the Eagles come oh so close once again. All right, let's go up a level. The Badgers' first offensive drive of the game, Mertz looking and going deep to Isaac Grondo, and he hauls it in for 6, but that was about all the offense the Badgers had. Badgers still with the lead here. Mertz feeling the pressure. He throws it downfield, and it's picked off. A bad interception, and that was the way the Badgers' offense was all day long. Illinois, however, was doing things like this. Chase Brown takes the handoff right up the middle, and nobody is there to stop him. Badgers with a very disappointing day as Illinois wins 34-10. A bad day for the offense, and their main guy knows they've got to be better.
That's not what Wisconsin football is, and that's what we got to own as players. I mean, the coaches every week put us in position to go out there and win and execute, and you know, we got to just hands down do a better job of executing those little things.
Ranked Minnesota Golden Gophers trying to remain undefeated up against Purdue. Gophers down 7 as the first half is coming to an end, but Purdue's Aiden O'Connell is picked off by Tyler Nubin, and that's going to keep this a 10-3 game going into the halftime. But the second half, Bryce Williams, he takes the handoff and scores. The Golden Gophers get a touchdown, and we're all tied up at 10. After a Purdue field goal, Minnesota needs a stop to give themselves a chance, but the freshman Devin Mockabee has other plans. He takes the handoff, breaks some tackles, and makes it all the way inside the 5-yard line. That's going to set up a Purdue touchdown, and the Boilermakers get their first win in Minneapolis since 2007. All right, a super quick look at tomorrow's NFL games. The Vikings kick off in London tomorrow at about 8:30 in the morning. That game's on NFL Network. And the Packers are looking for their 3rd straight win as they host the Patriots tomorrow afternoon. That game is set to kick at 3:25 right here on CBS. All right, switching gears to some baseball now. Brewers still in the hunt, and Christian Yelich doing everything he can to get the Brewers a win. He hits a solo shot to left field. That gets the Brewers within 1. All right, later in the game, we're tied at 2, bases loaded for Victor Caratini. A short grounder, but that avoids a double play, and the Brewers score the go-ahead run. All right, a little trouble here in the ninth. 2 men on, and Devin Williams can't get an out. A base hit in the left. Yelich bobbles it around. Both runners are going to come in to score, and that's how it would end. The Brewers choking away a much-needed game, and the Phillies lost their afternoon game, but they had a doubleheader and won tonight. So the Phillies are a full game in front of the Brewers for that last wild card spot with just 4 games left to go in the season. And we'll end on this. Yes, basketball has officially started, but don't worry, you don't have to pay attention quite yet. The Bucks played their first preseason game of the year at Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee. Giannis not playing just yet, but I wouldn't worry about him. He's been playing basketball in Europe all summer long. So the Bucks officially begin their regular season on October 20th. All right, a tough day for a lot of our pro and college teams, but hopefully the NFL can bring us some better games tomorrow. We'll be right back.
Thank you for watching News 8 Lacrosse. Here are tonight's winning Powerball numbers.
We're paying more for food, gas, and rent. But Tony Evers wants to take even more of our money. He tried to raise the gas tax by 20% and double the tax on our heating bills. Evers wanted to use our tax dollars to pay people who refuse to work. And he wanted to give taxpayer-funded benefits to those who entered our country illegally. Evers even opposed drug testing for those getting welfare. We just can't afford 4 more years of Tony Evers.
Lane's Farm and Fleet's fall jean sale is going on now. We offer genuine value on quality jeans and work pants every day. But right now, get even greater denim deals on the brands you love. Like men's Rustler jeans, $14.99. Rewards members save an extra $1. Men's Wrangler 5-star jeans, $21.99. Rewards members pay just $20.99. Men's Dickies Flex Tough Max pants, only $44.99. And women's Levi's Signature jeans, $22.99.
Ron Johnson's at it again, lying about my taxes. Let's be clear, my taxes are paid in full, but there were times I was getting by on peanut butter sandwiches. And that's why I support a tax cut for the middle class. Put more money in your pockets, because I know how hard you work. But Johnson used his Senate seat to write a loophole that gave huge tax cuts to himself and his biggest donors, leaving us with crumbs. And that's how we get left behind. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
The radical left hate America and riot in our streets. They indoctrinate our children to hate America, stoking fear and envy with their lies and deceptions. Their radical woke agenda and divisive politics are tearing our country apart. Here's Mandela Barnes.
Because the founding of this nation, awful.
Mandela Barnes is a radical leftist. He supports their woke agenda that's causing you and your family so much pain.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
And heading back to Oktoberfest, Day 3 kicked off with a much-loved tradition, the Maple Leaf Parade. 95 floats took part this year, but there's one group in particular that it wouldn't be Oktoberfest without. Their identities are kept secret for months, and now we know them all. News 8 Now's Jordan Fremstad and Amy DuPont introduce you to the 61st Lacrosse Oktoberfest royal family.
Congratulations to 2022 Festmaster Douglas Kratt and his Frau Kimberly. The Kratts are veterinarians. They own Central Animal Hospital. The Kratts have been involved with Oktoberfest for years and say they are excited to be official members of the royal family.
I served on the board of directors, so we would volunteer, helping set up for Fest, seeing what's behind the scenes, bartending, doing what's needed so that we can show the Lacrosse area and show people from outside the Lacrosse area everything we have to offer in this region.
Joining the Kratts, Mrs. Oktoberfest, Sandra Cleary. Cleary comes from a long line of Oktoberfest royalty. Her grandfather and father were both Festmasters. She's proud to keep her family's and the Mrs. O traditions going.
I just hope I can be as great as the other Mrs. O's. There are some amazing women that go before me.
And it wouldn't be a fest without the parades. This year's Torchlight Parade Marshal is retired firefighter Mike Jorgensen. He and his wife used to host the Torchlight parties and says being part of the parade is a huge honor.
It was always a big thing for our kids as we'd be walking to our spots at the parade route, so they are extremely excited about this as well.
Leading the Maple Leaf Parade is Dave Giepberg. Dave has been an Oktoberfest volunteer for 3 decades and served on the Fest board. He says he's excited to continue serving his community as a parade marshal.
And now being part of the royal family would be fun to do the parades every weekend somewhere else, do the schools, the nursing homes. I'm pretty excited about that part of Fest.
And last but certainly not least is Miss Lacrosse Oktoberfest, Zoe DeBoer. The 2017 graduate of Onalaska High School went on to Viterbo University to earn her undergrad and master's degree. DeBoer is currently the director of youth ministries at Onalaska United Methodist Church. And next summer, she will compete in the Miss Wisconsin Scholarship Program.
The Maple Leaf Parade Marshal was the first of the royal family in the parade lineup today, and behind him on a separate float was the Festmaster and his Frau, Mr. and Mrs. Oktoberfest, and the Grenadier Generals who help organize a large portion of the festivities. And we still have one more day. We'll be right back.
When we got pregnant with Lizzie, we were so excited.
So when the complications started, it was really scary.
We never considered ending the pregnancy, but those are the kinds of decisions only a family can make. But Derek Van Orden wants the government to do it, banning all abortions, even when a woman's life is at risk.
I'm Betty.
I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Brad Paff. I approve this message because I'll never stop fighting for your right to choose.
Perkins Burger, Fries, and Pie Combos are back, starting at $10.99. Mix and match any of our 100% Angus beef burgers with fries and a slice of any of our pies. And don't forget to order pumpkin pies and muffins from our bakery. Order online at perkinstogo.com.
The power to change your future is now. The SUVs are here. Be one of the first to drive a new Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Edge. Custom order your SUV today. Lock in 2.9% financing for 60 months, plus 500 retail order bonus cash on a new 2023 Ford Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Edge.
Professor Penny, I need to take a 4-cheese quesadilla back to my lab. I got you, girl. It is mathematically impossible to fit 4 cheeses inside. Better get 2 for research purposes.
The new 4-cheese quesadilla at Taco John's.
We asked our customers what they love about Blaine's Farm and Fleet's auto service.
I'm getting all of my maintenance done here. I just had tires and brake job done last year. I'm getting an oil change today. I trust them with my car.
I had a battery put in here. They did a great job.
With Fleet in our name, you know we're auto experts. Schedule an appointment in-store or online and experience what others have since 1955. Tires and batteries, trust and care.
Violent crime up across Wisconsin. Families nervous about their safety. Yet Mandela Barnes called for releasing half of Wisconsin's jailed inmates. That would mean releasing over 10,000 criminals right into our neighborhoods. 10,000 reasons your family would be in more danger. Barnes also supported defunding the police. 10,000 more criminals with fewer police to protect us. What could go wrong? Wisconsin Truth Bank is responsible for the content of this advertising.
One final look at your 8-day. We have temperatures in the 70s the next 4 days. Then that front pushes through Thursday, Friday. Friday, we're only going to 49 degrees and back into the 50s for the weekend.
All right, so you guys get your team crumpets ready for tomorrow morning. Those Vikings play at 8:30 in the morning in London. I mean, I probably don't have that breakfast, but I'll have to have something.
Yeah,
Why not? You have to fit the vibe.
I didn't go shopping, my bad.
Thank you so much for watching News 8 Now. We hope to see you back here tomorrow night at 10:30.